What's your relationship status?
I'm ready for a serious relationship, but I'm not looking for it in every guy that I meet.
It's a good one. Why do men speak on social media but never ask you on a date? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Last year was a funny old year for relationships and dating, right? One moment we were getting dressed up, going on dates, going to the club, giving eyes to that guy at the bar, and then next minute, boom, lockdown. Everything locked up. We were all locked inside of our house, wearing our pajamas for breakfast, lunch and dinner, sitting talking to our cats, feeling like we're going to be forever alone. That 2020 just messed up our whole vibe. I have been talking to a few of my friends and they have been feeling really lost about their prospects in 2021 and where to go with dating. I was talking to my friend the other day. She feels like lockdown has taken 2 years out of the game for her to find her husband, and I know a lot of people feel that way too. So I wanted to make this video to have a little girl chat with you guys. So I have a very fun video in store for you today, and I have a very special guest. So let me introduce you guys to my friend Romeo's Fashion Fix.
Hi guys, I'm Juliet at Romeo's Fashion Fix, and I am a serial dater. I guess that's why I'm here, but I'm mostly known for being a fashion girl. But I guess today you'll get to know me for something a little bit more. I'm excited to embarrass myself with all my stories. Let's go.
Juliet is my very good friend, and she's a fabulous fashionista. So I'll insert some things, and you guys make sure you follow her. But like she said, we're gonna get into some dating questions.
Yes.
You guys on Instagram to ask me some questions, and there are so many. We probably won't go through all of them today, but I'm gonna pick out the most juicy ones. I don't know about you, Juliet, but I got my little.
Oh shit! I wasn't ready. I was just like.
Okay, well let's talk a little bit about you. Let's talk a little bit about you. So you're single, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm eternally single by choice.
What does that mean?
It means I have this thing where I've decided not to settle, and it turns out when you decide not to settle, you're forever alone. So this is new to me.
So would it be right in saying that you do want a serious relationship, but you haven't found them yet, and you don't want to settle, or you're not ready for a relationship? What's your relationship status?
I'm ready for a serious relationship, but I'm not looking for it in every guy that I meet. I'm not like, are you the one? I'm just like, okay, let's see what you can offer me. Is it just something casual? Okay, cool, I'll take it. But I know that that's what I want. But I think I started out that way, being like, okay, this is what I want, and that's all I'm going to look for. And I just found that I was missing out on enjoying and getting to know other people. And so now I'm just at the point, like, I'm sure he'll find me eventually. I hope it doesn't take too long. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna date around and have fun.
Okay, cool. So
but yeah, I would like that.
So you're in the meantime dating?
I'm in the meantime dating, yes.
Okay, that's cool. I think a lot of people are actually at that point as well. So I think it's always good to like be super honest about where you're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. I was gonna say it's good to be honest, because I think a lot of times, like, both men and women aren't honest about what they want, and that ends up being why things get tense. Because I was talking to my friend yesterday, and she was talking about this guy who ghosted her because he just wanted sex. And she was like, honey, I just wanted sex too. We could have continued having just sex. If you told me, I would have been like, it's like, just communicate and be like, this is what I want. I don't know why people feel a bit, to just say what they want, fear of rejection. Like, yeah, the person might not want what you want, but also they might. So just say what you want, honey buns.
Honestly, like, it's probably like the best. 100%. Here's an interesting question, Juliet.
Okay.
How to flirt? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
How to flirt? Oh, I flirt very differently from other people, because my sense of humor is really dark, and I like taking the piss. I like when we can like take the piss out of each other. I like when people are like, I'm more of like a fun, flirty person. I'm not big into like super romance stuff. I'm like, please get away from me with that. I'm like, if you like, I like people who are like, I like confident men. So I like men who are not afraid to take the piss out of me a little bit. That's kind of my vibe. I'm more of a fun, flirty person. So I do it with like like I'm more like an insult flirt. like the more I insult you, the more I like you, because that means that I actually enjoy you as a person. That's just me. I like to be playful. I'm a playful flirt. I feel like that's more fun personally. But I feel like you're like
I'm like
different. You're like this. Hi. That's you. I can see you doing that. Like,
all right. I'm like jokes, but like kind of cheeky with it. And you know, like,
yeah, cheeky. Yes.
I will be like more up in your face kind of thing. Like there will be no like confusion whether I like you or not, because I'm very like not touchy, not like
no, but you're like affectionate.
I'm very present, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, for me, the way that I flirt is eye contact. Like I will not take my eyes off. And
that's intense.
I remember there was one guy that was like never look into Breeny's eyes.
Really?
And I was like, why not?
I can't with like it's so intense. I'm like, oh my god, you're looking into my soul. Can you stop? Like,
that's why he was like, don't look into Breeny's eyes. I was like, bang bang. But how do you flirt online, since like we can't actually meet up? Like, is there have you ever like slid into anyone's DM? That's what I want to know about Juliet. Have you?
Am I mad? Why would I do this? Why would I do that?
Why not?
Look, it's because the way that my pride is set up, the fear of rejection is really strong. Although who would reject me? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. But okay, there is this guy on Instagram that had a crush on, and I saw that his friends of one of my friends. I told my friend to like reach out to him, and he followed me yesterday. So let's see what this is. Obviously, I'm not going to follow him back.
That's a good way.
I knew, right? So I was like, you tell a friend to tell a friend. Or what I do on Instagram if I like a guy is I'll like a few pictures, then I'll disappear. And I hope that he's like seen, and I like a few in a row so he can see me in his notifications, and then he can do the rest.
Right.
But I don't think I would go into the DMs purely because you don't know his situation, and you know you just don't know. Yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself. It's the fear of embarrassment. It's so deep. Also, on Bumble, that makes me do it first.
Right.
Which is like I have to do it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I don't want to do it. But because I believe in the chase. You come to me.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how it goes.
I'm
but yeah.
Like, okay, so I can, like you said, like a few photos. Drop a cheeky message. But then you wait for them to do the chasing. So
yes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with like, say like on Bumble, you drop a message. Oh, no, about me. I don't know what like you would say, but like, hey.
don't say hey.
because like on Bumble, you have to message.
You have to.
And I like that because it takes you out of your comfort zone, and it kind of gives
it really does.
Control. You're kind of
also what I found with Bumble is that because I have to message them first, I actually take my time to see if I genuinely like this person. I look through their profile, I read about them. Meanwhile, on anything else, I'll just be like, cool, he's got eyes and a nose. Yes. Because I don't have to do anything else, you know. But on Bumble, I actually go through. I'm trying to see, like, I'm gonna open my Bumble and see what my first messages have been to people.
Okay, let's see that.
Okay, this one says, hello neighbor, because we live in the same place. Okay. Oh my god, so this is terrible. This one said, and this is so bad because it was a lie and I planned it. So on Bumble, you have 24 hours to reach out to someone, right? So what I'll do is, for like the next 5 messages, I copied and pasted the same message. And I waited until like there were 2 hours left. And I said, oh my God, talk about cutting it short. But I bet you're glad I'm here now, huh? Because we're only 2 hours left. But I waited for 2 hours and I copied and pasted.
I like that's smooth.
Meanwhile, I had a timer. I set an alarm. It's like, cut this out. And another one says, "Hey, please feel free to save me from another mundane Bumble conversation." That's good. Because I'm saying that everyone knows shit, but he's going to be good. I'm like, please save me from another mundane conversation. And then he was like, "I'll try." That was another copy and paste. When I think of a good one, I copy and paste.
Since we're talking about Bumble, this video is obviously sponsored by Bumble. So Bumble is the first woman-first social networking app founded by CEO Whitney Wolford in 2014. Bumble is a connection platform that rewrites the rules of dating so people can meet in an equal and a healthy way. So no matter the type of relationship, women make the first move on Bumble. Okay, this is a good one. Why do men speak on social media but never ask you on a date?
Oh, they're bored. It's quarantine. So they talk to you on social media, but they don't ask you out. Yeah, they're bored.
Really?
Yeah, it's lockdown. Everyone's bored. And I think he just, because if he wanted to, if he liked you and wanted to see you, he would ask you on the date. It's something about men that I've learned from being a man, apparently, but being around men and like talking to them and having conversations. If a man likes you, like he will not stop. Sometimes even when you tell him to stop, he will still be there chasing you. So there is nothing that will stop a man who wants to see you to ask you out. It's not a big deal. Just be like, let's hang out, let's do something. I want to get to know you. I just want to spend time with you. So if he's not doing that, maybe he has a girlfriend, maybe he just wants an ego stroke, maybe he's just bored. And if you're not bored as well, then maybe don't entertain him. Sometimes the signs be there, like in neon lights, like you're an option, you're an option, you're an option. You're sitting there like, I wonder what he's thinking. If someone could just give me a sign. And you're like, bitch, he didn't reply. He only texts you at night. What do you think is going on? You know, just like, no, you need to know. Learn how to value your time a bit more. Don't give these men so much of it.
That's true. Even though we are like where we are in the country or whatever, like you still have to value your time. And like, because we have so much time, we may feel like it's okay to entertain certain people.
Yeah.
Like, no, like you kind of have to.
If you're not,
if
you're not in the right mindset to entertain something that's just like, oh, it's just a conversation, then don't do it, because it's a slippery slope where you're going to hurt yourself. And you're going to be like, oh, he hurt me. So no, you hurt yourself because you ignored the situation. So don't hurt yourself. If you're not in that mindset, don't even do it. It's a slippery slope.
He didn't hurt you. You hurt you.
You hurt yourself. Yeah.
Where do I find guys now I can't leave the house?
Oh, it's gonna have to be
Bumble.
It's gonna have to be Bumble, my love. It's gonna have to be Bumble, because you're right, like we can't leave the house, and even when we can, you're gonna go to the park, and you know, just there's no one in the park except the guy who's there who shouldn't be there. You know, so yeah, I think online dating is the way forward, to be honest. But I don't think it's. So I was like a casual online date. So I had it, but I wouldn't go on it often. But even like now, I go on it more, and there's obviously way more people there asking to go for walks and stuff. I just feel like everyone's on there, and I don't know what they want. I can't figure it out. Maybe it's too saturated. Maybe men are just like, so much choice. I don't know what to do with all this choice, and they don't know how to compute what's going on. But that is the place to go. I think the difference between an app like Bumble and others that we won't name is that the quality of people does seem to be better on Bumble, which I found is actually better on there. The whole talking to them first is really testing me as a person, but there seems to be a good better quality of guys around there. And don't be scared to like broaden the horizon, because obviously initially it's just like 3 miles around you, but you can go a bit bigger. And even if you can't meet them immediately because you can't travel or get on the tube and stuff, you can like date virtually with them. You can like FaceTime or do fun things. Like, don't be afraid to actually just explore all of London. Like, don't keep it to just your user space, especially because you're not moving about, so you're not getting to meet people from different areas in like spaces like a bar or whatever. You're in one place, so just like broaden your horizons literally on the app and see what happens. That's where they are.
Ooh, Juliet, what's the advice on making a dating profile?
Oh, Okay.
I have a follow-up question.
Go.
You're an influencer, right? And all of your
Yeah.
pictures are banging. How do you know
Bang.
which ones to put up? Like, you don't want to be too much like I'm like some super celebrity, but you also want to put your best foot forward. Because if I was to be swiping on a dating app, yeah, I saw you, I'd be like,
You saw me.
I'd be like, this is a catfish, 100%.
Okay. Funny story. Someone actually DM'd me because on Bumble you can also link your Instagram. I don't know why I did that, but when I first joined, I linked my Instagram, and someone DM'd me. No, I didn't link my ad. Pick lots of pictures from my Instagram because I was just like, oh, my best pictures. You know, look at these angles. Look at these outfits. You know how much men love outfits and fashion. I was putting all my editorial shit on there. And this guy DM'd me and he was like, I don't know if you know, but someone's on Bumble and they're pretending to be you. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? What is wrong with people that they would do that? And then I went back on the app, yeah. And it was like, edit. So I took like just pictures with like my front camera. Like I didn't like face, smooth it out, just like normal pictures. You gotta have one where you're smiling. Some reason people like to see you smile. So I've got it's just like normal smiley pictures. Those pictures take on holiday. Or I've actually got pictures from when we went to Nice.
Oh really? You got them?
Yes, like someone took a I think Sarah took a picture of me like on like we're walking along the beach and I was like, oh that's nice. I'm wearing like jeans and a little top. I look normal. So I put those. I don't put anything where I look too fashionable. So I think the thing is to look. You want to try and show the different sides of yourself. Obviously, you're fun. So something where you're smiling is nice. So you can see your lovely smile. Something where we can really see your face, and it's something where you can also show like your body, not like a bikini shot, just like a full length shot would be nice. And then I think in the bio section, I think keep it short and witty. I think mine says, it says like just your average pink haired girl, which is just like, obviously my hair is pink, so I'm not average. But it's something like short and cute and keep it snappy, something that shows your personality. I think that's the best way to go about it. Just try and be, because girl, men are so intimidated by anyone who looks like they have their life together and they're a successful, strong woman. I don't know who these men are, but basically that's it. Try and keep it relatable, keep it lighthearted, and keep it fun. And keep it yourself, man. Whatever you're into. If you're into art, maybe put some of your art on there. Whatever it is, whatever you feel like really represents you authentically. Don't try to be anything else. And then that way, you know that whoever's come to you has seen you as you are and is interested.
I didn't even know Juliet was such a dating pro. Like, I didn't even know when I chose.
I am not.
This girl's.
I'm not a dating. I'm not a dating pro. I've made all the mistakes. I'm here to help you not make the same mistake. That's what it is. I am a failure. I failed so that you can win. Okay.
I love that. Why do guys never want a serious relationship with me?
Oh, I feel the same way.
You know what? I actually felt that way as well. Like, obviously, like I was single before my current partner for like 12 years. And like, you look at yourself and you're like, okay, I'm not hideous. Great personality. I'm doing with my life. What's going on? Like, why is unless I'm dating, or why is no one actually making it official with me? I think I used to do that more when I was like really, really young. I always felt like, okay, all I want is a serious relationship. Like, all I want is someone to say, will you be my girl? Is that to ask? And like, it just never happened. I mean, for like 12 years, like, that will make you start feeling like, okay, yo, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong with me? And I think I kind of saw it as like God's protection, because if the wrong person gets to you and you accept, then you're trapped. But you never really see what's better out there for you.
True.
I think that the wait is kind of a good thing, because you kind of start to learn more about yourself, and you get more comfortable with yourself. So you're not looking for a relationship to save you. You're looking for someone that you can be equal with. And so I always say, if I found someone earlier than I did, I would probably make them an idol. I'd worship them.
Yeah.
I'd heavily rely on them too much for myself. Esteem. So for me, like, working on myself and having that time to work on yourself, even though it wasn't nice, like being single for me, I had my valleys and I had my peaks and valleys or whatever.
You do,
So you have your seasons, but it wasn't the best for me, but I'm so glad. Like, I'm so glad for it.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you are single, you can start to look at yourself like, what, like, woe is me, like, what's
What's wrong? Yeah.
yeah.
It's wrong with me because you internalize it. You internalize other people's whatever they're going through on you. You think, oh, it must be me, which is crazy. I can't wait to get to your point where I'm like, oh, those days are gone. I am so happy. I am. I see. It's funny. I didn't. It's been so long. I feel like the last 2 years I've just come into my own as a woman. I have grown and evolved, and I'm like 100% independent. And I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm like financially stable. I've got my own place. I'm living I'm good. Every part of my life is ticked except for the man. And I was just like, I'm just enjoying this bubble. But then there'll be times, like you said, the peaks and valleys where you think, oh, why don't I have a man? And then like most of the time I'm completely fine with it because I know who I am and I know what I bring to them. And I also know that I'm ignoring like 17 people's messages. That's why I don't have a man. Like something stupid happened yesterday. It was such an emotional day. I'm kind of we're meant to do this yesterday and we did it today. I'm really glad we didn't do it yesterday because I bought a new dining table and I was putting together what usually when I order my furniture, the people who bring it, they'll put it together for me, so I never have to do it. But because of COVID, they were like, oh, we can't do that. So they left it downstairs and I had to do the rest of it. And that seems like such a trivial thing, or just put the table together. But it was so heavy. Everything was, I didn't know how to do it. I was struggling with carrying the stuff. And I just thought to myself, if I had a man, he would help me with this. Like we would do this together. And it started as that tiny thought, like, oh, if I had a man with, and then it festered. And every time I did something wrong, I would think about it. And I literally broke down halfway through and I had to call my best friend and be like, I need you to talk me out of this. I'm about to cry. Because what happens is you start to think, it just starts to bubble up. And I was like, no, I can't think that way. So I called her. She was like, trust me. She was like, you're fine. You're gonna find a man. It's just a table. Don't like make it into a big thing. Like it's just the table. That's all it is. And I think that's what we go through as like single people, especially when we're choosing to be single. When I say we're choosing, is because we've worked on ourselves. We know who we are, and we just want someone who is an equal. That's all we're asking for. It somehow feels like it's a lot more difficult. Trust me, I have seen some actual potatoes, yeah, with men. With boyfriends and husbands. I'm thinking, you don't even have a brain, right? You're a very less than smart woman. How do you have a boyfriend? But then that's because the potato found the other potato, and because they're both nonsense people, it's very easy for them. There's nothing going on with them. But when you're someone who's working on themselves, we're all works in progress. When you're someone who knows exactly what she wants and won't settle, it's harder for us. So we have to learn how to not internalize that. What I found is that I was dating a lot of the same men for some reason. And I was asking myself, oh, why don't they want to be with me? But that's because I was dating the same, not literally, but it's the same type of men over and over again. And I wasn't learning from those situations. Yeah. And because I wasn't learning from them, I kept falling into the same situations.
Yeah.
That's why now I'm like, if I see the red flag, I'm out. If I see something that I've seen before, I'm not ignoring anything again. I'm not ignoring any kind of flags, because when you go into with like rose tinted glasses, all the red flags just look like flags. Like you don't see them for what they are because you're blinded by, oh, he's tall, he's this and he's that. And that's because you're thinking, oh, I'm not. And he is. You're projecting all of the things that you don't, and you're seeing them in him. You got to come as you are. And then that's when you know, that's the thing. So that's where I'm at. So that's where you need to be as well.
That's definitely a word. So you felt so do you feel like the guys that you were dating, because you talked about the same type of guys, were they the guys that you looked to like, oh my God, but you didn't feel it in yourself? You didn't see that in yourself?
No. I felt like I was dating the guy who needs to be fixed, like a fixer-upper, who looks beautiful, like the most beautiful men ever, but they had something about them. Like if a guy said to me, I'm struggling with my anxiety today, I'll be like, come to me. If he's like, if he was, I'm a model, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I'll be like, come, let me help you. I'm really good at this. For some reason, I liked going for people who they were perfect, but there was something about them that was a bit off that I could fix. Because that would mean that I am bringing value to their life, because I thought, okay, I have to find a way to be valuable in this person's life. So if he's struggling with anxiety, I'm his therapist. If he's struggling with finding a job, I'll help him find a job. If he's like, if this, okay, I'm like, I wasn't putting myself as being, we're equal and he sees me as his equal and he sees me as a partner. I was being put myself as in, oh, he sees me as his helper. And then that's how it is. So they'll take advantage of you. You help them, and then they'll leave when they feel fulfilled, and then they'll go find someone who's on the same level as them. I always thought, but I helped my ex-boyfriend get his life together and get his wings. And then he used them damn wings and flew away. So never again.
There's actually a real word for that. It's called boyfriend fluffer. Like you.
Oh really?
Yeah, you get them ready for the next girl.
I want everyone who's dating my exes to give me money. I want 20% of whatever you're making from this relationship.
Out of your investment.
That was me. That was me. I was a boyfriend fluffer, and I can't do that anymore. And I don't care if it makes me, seem like I'm being picky or I'm being too da 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 da. But I've been working on myself, so I'd really like you to match me. Thank you. Work on yourself. I'm not here to help you.
That's
next.
But I want to say on that, because like I think a lot of women are out here doing the work, but then they also don't feel like there's men out there also doing the work. But I will have to say, and I will have to kind of take some responsibility as a woman, because there are the guys out there that are doing the work. We may not know them, but they are doing the work. However, we're not attracted to them. They're not our type, right? Or the ones that are the ones that are
that is a good point.
The ones that need therapy, we're attracted to them in some sort of way, right? It may be because they're physically stunning or beautiful, but then there's the guy that's working on himself. He may not be a god, but he is an average guy, right? And those are the people that usually get overlooked and put in the friend zone. Like, oh my God, there's no good guys out here. Meanwhile, Joe is working on himself, has a good job, but he may not be vogue material. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. But then maybe my husband's out there. Maybe I've just not seen him because he's so short. He's like, ugh.
I can't say it because he's short. Yeah, overlooking him. But I'm not even saying that. I feel like whenever we talk about it, it's like you're telling girls to settle, and it's really not. It's not like about settling. It's about priorities and prioritizing what's important. Because if you're saying you want someone that's on your equal, why are you still like entertaining someone that's not? But they tick all the other boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it's about the people that we are entertaining or the people that we are drawn to. And that's why I always talk about in my videos, we need to change our type. Like so if you want to start eating healthy, you can't be eating McDonald's, right? You can't keep eating fast food. You have to change your appetite. Change what you're like, you know what I mean? And if you're able to do that, like you're still gonna be attracting the fast food. The ones that look like sugar but taste like salt.
Oh, write it down. That's true. No, you're so right. That's it. I've been dating salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
How to not judge a person negatively before knowing them. Juliet's the wrong person.
I'm the wrong person. I've been judging. Oh my God, I'm so judgy. I can't help it. I'm so judgy. But only because
you have to make I think it's because you have to make quick decisions, isn't it?
You do have to make quick decisions. And you're like, guys, if you gave a chance to everyone, you wouldn't have time to brush your teeth. Like you're gonna have to filter these people down, and in order to filter them down, you're gonna have to judge. Like it's social media. Sometimes I meet people in real life and I think, oh my God, this guy is actually interesting. And then I see his Instagram after and I'm like, if he DM'd me, I don't think I would have replied.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's the thing. That's all we have to go by. So you just have to go by that and try and don't be too judgy like me. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, your name is John. What kind of name is that? Swipe left. You know what I mean? Like I can be really judgmental sometimes about really small things. I'm working on it, but maybe don't do that. But you like filter just filter to what your preference is. It's a personal preference. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's your personal preference and you're allowed it. So there you go. Because they're judging you too, I'll tell you that.
It's true. And I think like dating apps allows you the ability to kind of swipe like you're actually shopping for like the new pair of jeans or whatever.
I know. Do you know what it is? It's like when you go to buy fruit and you're like, oh, I want a mango. So you pick this one up, nope, and you pick that one. Like you keep like picking and looking at the thing, and if it's like that's what it is. Like you're in the shop and there's 100,000 mangoes. You're gonna pick one. That's what it is. You're gonna have to judge.
Yeah. I think obviously there is that element to it as well, but I think like because like some apps or dating apps or social media is very, very fast. It's like a revolving door. Like there's always going to be something new, something else that's going to catch your attention. I think there needs to be a level of slowing down and actually not prejudging everyone based on like superficial things, but actually taking the time to know someone. Yeah. I think that values are much more important. Matching on values is much more important than matching on someone that is like, oh yeah, that's my type. Like, that's my type. But I think that's what's going to sustain you, because we've all dated guys that are beautiful. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes down to it, what's the thing that actually breaks the relationship up? It's the fact that you don't have the same values. You guys aren't going the same way. You're not equal. Do you know what I mean? So I think maybe slowing down will definitely be like a thing that will allow us to like take more time.
I agree.
We're not judging mango. We're judging real people. These are real people. Right? Real human beings. Yeah. True. Even though social media is set up like that, I think taking the time to actually be patient with people anytime and be open and take it slowly. There's no rush. We don't know how long we're going to be in this situation, but like don't get caught, because you never know. You may be the one that's
never know.
Next year or the end of the year being like, oh yeah, I met my guy during lockdown, we're having a wedding and all that kind of stuff. So so be persistent and don't give up. And is there anything else you want to say, Juliet? Thank you for joining.
No, thank you for having me. This is actually really fun. I've never done anything like this, but this is really, really fun, and I loved hearing your questions. And we'll do, hopefully at some point we'll do a follow-up where I can tell you guys more shenanigans that's going on, because
and pray for Juliet. Juliet is out in the streets.
Pray for me. I'm like I'm getting back with my ex-boyfriend, so let's just
we're not going
pray.
Back. We're not going back.
But I live alone in lockdown, so bad decisions will be made. No, I'm not. But I'm glad that I got a chance to speak to you, and it's good to know that there are a lot of people out there who are going through the same things that I am. And like, none of us are in this together, in this crazy journey of finding our partners. So hopefully we find what we're looking for, and in the meantime we get to have fun and continue to be great.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, Juliet, thank you for joining us, and hopefully you can come up to my channel. I love having conversations like this.
Yes, my YouTube debut. Can you believe this?
What did you say?
It's crazy. This is my YouTube debut. My first time I'm going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
If anyone posts any negative comments, I will find you and I will finish. Hey, cut this part out of the video. Bye guys, thank you for having me. Have a good day, good life, good year.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video of me and Juliet. Make sure you guys follow her, but also make sure you guys check out Bumble. Honestly, Bumble are here for you to make this dating season go a lot more smoother. So make sure you guys check out the link in my description box where you can download the Bumble app. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys.